Well, we're joined now by Professor Peter Neumann, founder and director of the International Centre for the Study of Radicalisation at King's College, London. What's going to happen to these men?
Well, they are both going to go to prison. One is going to be there without any chance of parole. The other one is going to be released when he's a pensioner. So I don't think we should expect any miracles. They don't have any incentive to change their beliefs. If anything, their incentive is to stick to their beliefs, because to change them would be to admit to themselves that they've wasted their lives.
Will they be free to associate with other inmates, do you think?
Well, the way it is being handled in this country is that they are being treated as high security prisoners, so they are in a high security prison, and within these high security prisons they are so-called specialist units. They are not particularly made for terrorism offenders, but the chance to interact with the rest of the prison population is pretty limited.
Now, you're an expert on de-radicalisation. You've already hinted that there may not be much reason for them to think of de-radicalising, but 45 years or longer is a great time to think about it.
Absolutely, but since they are not going to be let out, I wonder if any efforts are going to be made. I mean, what would be the point of doing that? I mean, the principal incentive to de-radicalize people is that they are going to be let back into society at some point. If you're not going to be let back into society, why would you even try?
Are they similar in any sense to other guerrilla groups, terrorist groups that have been in prisons here? I'm thinking, for example, the IRA.
So the principal difference between Al-Qaeda-inspired terrorists and Irish Republicans is that Irish Republicans looked at other prisoners as ordinary criminals. They wanted nothing to do with them. They didn't want to recruit them. They saw themselves as superior to them. Whereas Al-Qaeda-inspired prisoners see their time in prison as an opportunity to radicalize. So if they're being exposed to other prisoners, they will try to proselytize and make recruits. And that, of course, creates a dilemma for the prison authorities, because they can't allow them to associate with other prisoners that much, because they will try to radicalize them.
So they're a real security risk.
They are, and there have been incidents. Abu Qatada once said, or once wrote, that he saw the signs of Allah in British prisons because there were so many people coming in that were ripe for recruitment. And that, of course, is the dilemma for prison authorities, because they don't want other prisoners to be exposed to them. Given
that, let's hope there aren't any more of these incidents, but if there are more, there will be more men being locked up, and possibly women. Does the government have a strategy?
Well, the government, if you had asked me that question 5 or 6 years ago, I would have said probably no. But over the past 5 or 6 years, they've actually done quite a lot. So prison staff has been trained. There are moderate imams in most prisons. So if you are a Muslim in a British prison, you don't have to go to an extremist to get any religious instruction. There are moderate imams, and there are a lot of things in place that would prevent radicalization from happening. It's not perfect, but it's much better than it was 5 or 6 years ago.
Thank you very much.